Hello there.
What's going on, my fellow brown coats? Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world. It's your boy Elie Moses, your 22-year-old law and film shooting for Sydney, Australia, shooting your shot, baby. And today we are up to episode 5 of Firefly, titled Safe. And yes, last episode I really enjoyed Shindig, Marafan Shindig. But yeah, fantastic character-driven episode. Really enjoyed it. Kaylee is just too adorable, man. She kind of reminds me of like me in a way. I can relate to her so much, where she's sort of in that, I think, teenage, early 20s age, but she still maintains her innocence. She's in her own world. She wants to, remain a little child and enjoy, the amazing things in life. Just something as like a little, like a dress, something, colorful, even like her room. You see her, look at my room, man. I'm 22 years old. I'm collecting all these items. Like, I love maintaining that, youthful innocence in yourself, and I relate to Kaylee in that way. She's just adorable. Even her line delivery is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, nonetheless, we move on to the next episode of Firefly, and I just know this show so far is really well character driven, and I just know it's amping up to something amazing, and I cannot wait. So yeah, let's waste no more time. Let's get into the reaction of Safe, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. Let's go.
Outflanked by the independent squad, and we're never gonna make it back to our platoon. We need to resort to cannibalism.
That was fast. Don't we have rations or anything?
They got lost. We're gonna have to eat the men.
Aren't you supposed to be practicing for your dance recital?
I learned it all. That's wrong.
Wait.
It's
Is
in
that
the book, River.
Is that Zac Efron? I was like, that guy looks like a perfect young Simon. I'm like, that's Zac Efron. I'm pretty sure that's Zac Efron.
No, the book is wrong. This whole conclusion is fallacious.
So, how'd the independents cut us off?
They were using dinosaurs.
Jen taught a guy.
Language, young man.
No
Sorry,
shit.
Dad. The independents attacked us with dinosaurs.
Simon lost his head in the heat of battle.
Because there were dinosaurs involved, I think we'll let it slide.
Did you get my wave?
I got it. Your text shorted. I got the whole thing during a board meeting. Thank you.
If I had a dedicated source box, it wouldn't short out. I lost half my essay.
Yes, and you'd have access to any Tien Chiodeur that filtered in from the cortex. I absolutely forbid it.
Dad.
I will not have it. in my
Dad.
house. But since your mother's already ordered you one, I guess I should give up the fantasy that this is my house.
Are you kidding?
You will repay me by becoming a brilliant doctor. That's the deal.
Dad, this is so Dobby and Hua. It's really gonna.
I know. You think I'd let you work with something second rate?
Thank you.
You're worth it. Now, do you think it's possible for you two geniuses to give your tired old dad a couple minutes quiet?
No! No, I don't want to know it!
What a transition.
Okay. You can't just dig into me, shove 20 needles in my eyes, and ask me what I see.
I love how Simon's still wearing the same sort of attire.
No test today.
No running tests. Stupid son of a bitch dressed me up like a Goram doll.
No tests, no shots. I'm just gonna give you a smoother.
I love River. I don't care. I'm gonna become fluent in Chinese after the show.
And the hurling about of things to her repertoire. She really is a prodigy.
It's just a bad day.
No, bad days when someone's yelling spooks the cattle. You ever see cattle stampede when they got no place to run? It's kind of like a meat grinder. And it loses half our herd.
She hasn't gone anywhere near the cattle.
No, but in case you hadn't noticed, her voice kind of carries. We're 2 miles above ground, and they can probably hear her down there. As soon as we unload, she can holler until our ears bleed. Although I would take it as a kindness if she didn't.
Human body can be drained of blood in 8.6 seconds given adequate vacuuming systems.
See, morbid and creepifying, I got no problem with it, as long as she does it quiet like.
This is paranoid schizophrenia, Captain. Handcrafted by government scientists who thought my sister's brain was a rutting playground. I have no idea what will set her off. If you have some
I'm not the
expertise,
doctor. And I'm not your Goran babysitter either. Gag her if you have to. Got trade to be done.
I really enjoyed that transition right there to the River Simon situation on the Serenity. It could have been a simple, dissolve cut or like a normal cut to like a still shot of just River sitting there. But no, we had younger Simon, played by Zac Efron, aka Troy Bolton, aka the GOAT. He sort of had that glance over his shoulder, looking at his younger sister River, but instead of cutting to the younger sister River, smiling back of them giving their father some peacetime, it's the opposite of peace. We had the quick transition of River falling to the couch, and it was a chaotic scene right there as Simon is trying to calm her down. Really, really great transition in my opinion. As Simon, looks over his shoulder to look at a younger River, but we don't see the younger River. Bang, we cut to the chaotic scenes of the older River and them on the Serenity. I like that. I like that.
Fancy vessels such as that don't land here unless they got something to sell. If it happens to be something we need, we take it.
Again, a world building aspect right there.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care.
I'm still free. Alright, it's getting catchy, the intro soon. Soon.
Cattle on the ship 3 weeks. She don't go near them. Suddenly we're on Jan Ying and she's got a driving knee to commune with the beast.
There weren't cows inside. They were waiting to be, but they forgot. Now they see sky and they remember what they are.
Is it bad that what she said makes perfect sense to me? Come on now, let's get you clear of the work.
Probably best we stay close. Alliance has us marked as fugitives.
Closest alliance is the cruiser Magellan, hours out from here, and I promise you, they ain't coming to a backwater like Jan Ying.
Still, I'm not sure it's such a wise suggestion.
Might not want to mistake it for a suggestion.
In order.
Don't worry. We won't leave without you.
You think this would make a nice gift?
A gift for whom?
Simon?
It's kind of like it. It's rich.
Oh.
For Simon. I didn't say that.
You don't do a very good job of hiding your interest.
He's just so spry. You just want to take a bite out of him all over, Careful. Morning, you two.
Don't usually see you two out and about planet side.
Yeah, we're trying something different today. River, be careful with that. That's what is that?
That's a post holer. You dig holes for posts.
It's dirty and sharp. Let's come over here. Janyan Prairie Paradise.
Dan,
God, they're asking money for this crap.
Oh man, she was gonna get him a gift of. I was about to make a compliment and say I love the production design of the show where you get that old western feel in some of the planets. This like kind of reminds me of like a scene or like something you'd see in like one of like Tarantino's films, either Django Unchained, like some production design similar to that. It's like dark. Not dark, but it's like very dull, gritty. It's not squeaky clean as some of the other planets. And it's just great because it's like you're teleported to the 1880s in this scene here with some of the obviously this store, and then you're obviously on like a Coruscant like planet in another scene as well, and it just again another world building aspect to show how some areas are civilized and some, aren't as well developed. Outer planets or like the border planets, are left not to rot, but basically live off scraps. And yeah, the production design is really nailed in the show, in my opinion. And I know I rambled on a bit too much there because I was about to articulate something and I just felt bad for Kaylee, man.
Hard to believe, ain't it?
Oh.
Glad you're out.
Hmm.
Give you a chance to have a little fun.
Fun, right? Yeah, I consider this fun. It's fun being forced to the ass end of the galaxy to get to live on a piece of so red molded protein and be bullied around by our Pien Jojo Cha Ren of a captain. It's fun. Sorry?
Serenity ain't Lissa.
No, I didn't mean.
Yeah, you did. You meant everything you just said.
Well, no. Actually, I was being ironic. So in the strictest sense,
You
I
were being
didn't.
mean.
Don't lie to Kaylee.
What?
Man, you just hurt her soul. Leave
And
Kaylee
if
alone.
that's what you think of this life, then you can't think much of them that choose it, can you?
You know what? This is a good situation for Kaylee in their relationship here, because it's gonna force Simon to apologize and talk to her and have a D&M later. Now River's ghosted.
My comprehension is less muscle, more tender than meat. 30.
Problem?
No. About a minute from now, we'll agree on 25.
I'm thinking maybe we walk away entirely.
I'm thinking you do that, we got ourselves trouble. Morning, ladies. Serious trouble. For the UOS variety.
We can go to 25.
Well, we'd be taking a loss, but you seem like clean and virtuous. Done.
We'll be taking a loss. Lie.
You are both wanted in connection to the illegal killing of Rance Durbin. You are bound by law to stand down.
Damn.
You know, I'm starting to find this whole planet very uninviting.
You ain't getting 25 anymore. Should have taken the 20 while you could have. Maybe the deal would have been done before they got arrested. Damn, that transition to the luscious green. Got some Narnia type vibes right there. Simon went into the wardrobe, came out to another world.
Careful with that.
Wait, I wanted to comment there quickly on River before we get into the situation. I like at the start of the episode we had that flashback, even though it wasn't too long. It was only like a couple of minutes. We got to understand how River and Simon were brought up, and you know, they're just normal children, I guess, a bit more upper class, and you know, really well raised, from a well-off family, really smart children. But River, you could tell she already had her smarts and her wits at a young age. But now, with whatever experiments they've done to her, even though she's extremely talented, extremely smart, and basically is the gift, she's basically relearning to live, if that makes sense. Like, feels like everything to her, or everything she's exploring and unearthing, as she traverses the galaxy with the crew, is like new to her. That's what it seems like. It seems like she's like a newborn kid, currently at the moment, where she's learning everything. Like, whatever they did to her affected her brain so much, where her knowledge is still there and she'll have her moments, but certain things again, it's like she's a young kid again, just discovering all these things again. That's how I see it with River. I don't know if I'm right, but that's how I see it.
Who are you? Just a bystander?
You sure, Beef?
No, sir. You're looking at the proper owners right there.
I'd like to see some paper on that cabin.
What a shot from Zoe!
Here we go. Never go smooth. How come it never goes smooth?
It never goes smooth. I said it a couple episodes ago. I love how a simple revolver sounds like a stormtrooper blaster. That's goated. That transition. We have sort of like the Irish dancing, and then we freaking transition to back to the firefight. And the music from the river scene overlaps with the firefight. I love it. Simon is really required right now. Does she sense danger or someone's hurt? Oh, great. It never goes smoothly. It never does.
Hey, stay with me, Shepard.
Quite a lot of blood.
Just means you ain't dead.
Afraid I might be meeting a preacher.
That's good. You lie there and be ironical. Stretcher.
Look at the cash.
What's going on? Oh God. Shepard. Shepard, can you hear me?
I love that look Mal gave Jane right there. It's like, did you get the cash? And he looks at him. Like, are you serious right now? You thinking about the cash over Shepard?
Don't you worry, Shepard. Adam and Zoe got lots of experience with this kind of thing. Seen a lot worse in the war.
These phrases, they don't sound anything like her. Some of these words, they're misspelled. She started correcting my spelling when she was 3. She's trying to tell us something. I think there's a code.
A code?
Yes.
I always thought it was River who was lost without her big brother. Now I'm beginning to wonder if it isn't the other way around.
Did you have a good time at the Darbanville's ball this year?
What do you...
River thought it was duller than last year. But since we don't know anybody named Darbanville, I'm having trouble judging. Did you even read these?
Well, of course I did.
It's one of her silly games. You two are always playing.
She is trying to tell us something that somebody doesn't want her to say.
Simon, this is paranoid. It's stress. If they heard you talking like this at the hospital, it could affect your entire future.
Who cares about my future?
You should.
You're a surgeon in one of the best hospitals in Capital City. You're going to throw all that away? Everything you've worked for your whole life?
Hey, your daughter, fam.
Being a doctor means more to you than just a position. I know that.
A few months' time, you'll turn around and there she'll be. And nothing is going to keep you two apart for long.
Are you sure about that?
No. Oh, no.
Found you.
Get him! River! No!
Go! Bring her!
What are you doing? What about Simon and River?
Forget them. We already lost 2 people today. If I can help
Whoa.
it, we won't lose a 3rd. Wash, get us in the air.
Damn, Mal just ditching Simon and River.
Lost. Once the captain realizes what happened, they'll come.
Yeah, and he's gonna see the ship leave. Yeah, great.
See there? No one's coming for you.
Don't have time to be beating the trees looking for him now. No assurance we'd find him or that he wouldn't need a doctor himself.
I'm not talking about Simon. I'm talking about medical facilities.
That's not an option. Nor is it a discussion I much want to have at the moment.
It doesn't matter what you want. He's dying. And we need a doctor now.
Talking about going to the Alliance or something?
Get him straight.
They brought home a doctor. Thank the Lord.
Oh, so this could be a decent situation here, maybe, possibly?
Dear diary, today I was pompous and my sister was crazy. Today we were kidnapped by hill folk, never to be seen again. It was the best day ever.
Wow. Jane never ceases to surprise me.
Amazing we kept him this long.
Don't seem right.
You sure this is where you want to be? Oh, I'm fairly certain it ain't.
It is an Alliance ship, isn't it? This is gonna be interesting. They're like wanted fugitives at the moment. Oh, Simon and River also.
Alliance Cruiser Magellan, this is Firefly Transport Serenity requesting permission for docking.
Firefly Transport Serenity, stand by for docking orders. Is there a sickness here?
Nothing is special. Just people get sick or injured.
Well, mostly people heal on their own, but sometimes.
Sometimes you need a doctor. Bring me light and any supplies you have.
Damn, it just goes to show like how a commodity like a doctor is so valuable around these parts here. Like, and how obviously the main planets or the core planets, it goes to show how more civilized they are as well, or how more developed they are, and how the Alliance, its attention, mainly is drawn to like the main planets, the core planets, and the border planets are left like this. Like I said before, feed off or basically pick up the scraps to the point where they didn't even have a doctor. And it just goes to show here how grateful they are. Praise the Lord. We have Simon here, a doctor. Something as simple as that, where, you know, probably the core planets take that for granted. Doctors are everywhere. They have major hospitals. They have major infrastructure. And here, people are left to rot and die. And we've had that, I think, in episode 2 or 3 as well, with the bone degenerating disease. Yeah, again, another world building aspect right here. If you pay close attention and you realize that, just just certain parts of other planets are just left to feed off scraps and can't do much about it. And obviously Simon's gonna help out, but another world building component there to the story.
You sanguine about the kind of reception we're apt to receive on an Alliance ship?
Absolutely. What's sanguine mean?
Sanguine, hopeful, plus point of interest. It also means bloody.
That pretty much covers all the options, don't it? We're requesting aid. No other purpose.
We got papers.
We're a supply ship. Freelance. Had an accident this morning. Crewman got hurt.
We need medical help.
Fast to be better than slow.
Come on,
Official
Alliance.
seal's out of date, Captain Harbatkin.
We ain't been through a checkpoint in a while, sir. You gonna see to my man?
How did this happen?
Bystander in a gunfight. Back on Jianying. You can check. Not he nor any of ours were the aggressors.
We aren't an emergency facility, Captain. Our services aren't available simply to anyone.
Man. I did.
Come on, Alliance, man.
Get this man to the infirmary at once.
Hey, you learn something new every day.
That bandage clean now, you understand?
It's the way of life in my findings that journeys end when and where they want to, and that's where you make your home.
This isn't our home.
If it isn't here, where is it?
Serenity.
River?
Watch River get that girl talking now.
River?
What's wrong?
River's gone. So's the girl. Hodgeberries. Do you remember when we found those giant hodgeberry bushes on the Camersons' estate? And we thought they'd grown wild, but
She doesn't remember, does she?
long while ago.
You gave up everything you had.
Mimi, everything I have is right here.
You need to eat. Keep up your strength.
I wonder if Simon's parents
You won't be here long.
had a part to play in where River went.
Daddy will come and take us home. I'll get better. I'll get better.
These are better than the Camersons' berries.
They are. Except they're poison.
Oh,
You believed her. Made a face.
You are such a brat.
You get to bed now.
It's been a big day, what with the abduction and all.
Well, y'all don't have to sleep here. There's a house set aside for you. We've been looking for a doctor for a good while, so things are ready.
Her sister got killed. Mother got crazy, killed the sister. That one lived.
Ruby talked to you, honey? It's true what she's saying. Poor woman went out of her mind, tried to kill her 2 girls. Ruby lived. You are an angel. No one's been able to get Ruby to speak even a peep. It's a miracle. That's what it is.
Ruby doesn't talk. Her voice got scared away. I hear crickets.
Oh,
I understand.
she just
Ruby
downloaded.
didn't talk.
She just downloaded all that
do
from
you
Ruby.
know?
My sister's... She's very good at... What's wrong?
And they shall be among the people. And they shall speak truths and whisper secrets, and you will know them by their crafts.
What are you talking about?
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Now she ain't no man. Here we go.
Have you completely lost your mind?
Pretty nearly.
We got the wave at the Friedlichs. I had to leave your mother at the dinner table.
I'm sorry, Dad. You know, I would never have tried to save River's life if I had known there was a dinner party at risk.
Don't you dare be flippant with me. I just spent 2,000 credits to get you out of here, and I had to walk through that door, which goes on my permanent profile. Are you trying to destroy this family?
I didn't realize it would be so easy.
Hell, man.
Dad, I didn't do anything.
You were in a blackout zone.
Talking to someone who might be able to help River. And I'm going right back there.
This is a slippery slope, young man. You have no idea how far down you can go, and you're not taking us with you.
Meaning what?
I won't come for you again. You end up here, or get mixed up in something worse. You're on your own. I will not come for you.
She's just a troubled girl.
I'm sure that's true. You're not a witch, are you, young Jingda? I'm the patron here. Do you know what that means?
Yes. You're in charge. Ever since the old patron died.
Oh.
He was sick. And he was getting better. You were alone in the room with him.
Oh, damn.
This girl reads minds and spins falsehood.
Oh.
She's a witch, and we must purge the devil from her with fire.
She almost had him in 4K right there. Oh, she almost had him in 4K. Hey, come on, come back for Simon. Rescue your boy. Rescue the brethren.
You're gonna be fine, Shepard. Lions patched you up. Yeah, they let us come, and they let us go.
Once they read your ID card.
What kind of ident card gets a second reception and send off?
I am a shepherd. Folks like a man of God.
No, they don't. Men of God make everyone feel guilty and judged. That's not what I saw.
Maybe he's a former Alliance
You have to tell me
operative.
what really happened?
I surely would. Maybe someday I will. It's good to be home.
He ain't gonna spill the tea yet.
Take me instead. Take my life for hers.
The witch must die. God commands it.
No, you command it, you prick.
No! Get away from her!
I need River to do some voodoo stuff right here. I don't care if she a witch or not. To stop the fire somehow. If it does spread.
She has done nothing to you! If she dies tonight, it won't be God's will that killed her. It'll be you! Your lunacy, your ignorance!
Thank you. Is that gonna get to him? Probably not. Oh, it did.
It's not going to stop us, Doctor.
Post hole. Digging holes for posts.
Light it.
Oh.
Time to go.
Yo, I need that ship. Yep, I need that ship to come landing right now. Jane just had to make an entrance like that. Convenient timing, very good.
Look at this! Here's the guy who just in the nick of
What does that make us?
Big damn heroes, sir.
Ain't we just? Sorry to interrupt, folks. Y'all got something that belongs to us, and we'd like it back.
This is a holy cleansing. You cannot think to thwart God's will.
Don't
Y'all
mention.
see the man hanging out of the spaceship with the really big gun? I'm not saying you weren't easy to find. It was kind of out of our way, and he didn't want to come in the first place. Man's looking to kill some folks. Really, it's his will y'all should worry about thwarting. Gotta say, Doctor, talent for alienating folks is near miraculous.
Yes, I'm very proud.
Cut her down.
Girl is a witch.
Yeah, but she's our witch. So cut her the hell down.
She's the witch. Nah, she's our witch, fam. Who cares? I gotta return the shit.
Hey, Doctor. Glad you're back now on the ship.
Thanks.
Hey, you got away with that one.
So finally, a decent wound on this ship, and I miss out. I'm sorry.
What about Kaylee's one?
Lit on fire. It happens.
Why did you come back for us?
You're on my crew.
Yeah, but you don't even like me. Why'd you come back?
You're on my crew. Are we still talking about this? Chow's in 10. Don't need to dress.
You know what I'm interested to see? How... One second. I'll let the episode finish. You know what? That was a decent episode again. Listen, another character-driven episode. Plot wasn't memorizing, just a simple, delivering the goods off from last episode. Didn't go smooth, as Mal said, didn't go smooth. But it felt like this was Simon's episode. This was Simon and River's episode, understanding a little bit more of where they came from, how they were raised. We had the flashback sequences, younger Zac Efron playing Simon. See how that relationship developed over time with his father, what happened to River. It wasn't fully handed on a platter to us. We still have to fill in a couple of the gaps. But it was just enough to understand why Simon ended up where he was now. Obviously, we saw the relationship with his parents. They held him up to a high esteem. Didn't really care that much for River, or, turned a blind eye to what was happening to her. Didn't even believe their son. They were just focused on his success, basically. I really enjoyed the changing cuts with the flashback sequences. Really enjoyed River's development this episode as well. Just her again having that, basically discovering her innocence again, and discovering new things on each planet, discovering new things she enjoys. Her character is all about discovery, it seems, this season so far. It seems like she's started off with a clean slate, but she's still really gifted, and that's what I was gonna discuss. How she read that individual, the little girl Ruby, and even read the one in charge in the town again, and how he killed the former individual who was in charge as he lay in bed. I'm interested to see whether River is gonna do that with our other characters this season. We get to an episode and River, just starts, monologuing about Mal, monologuing about Shepard, for instance, where Shepard doesn't want to disclose the information of his past, but then River does. And it seems like River can do that any second. And it seems like wherever someone doesn't want to disclose something, River might be the catalyst for that this season. I'm interested to see whether there'll be a situation with that. But yeah, a decent episode, a well character-driven episode, a really nice shootout as well, as River was dancing to, I think it was the Irish music, and we had the characters engaged in a firefight as they were, going up against the police officers and the two fugitives, or the two wanted individuals who they were dealing with. But yeah, a decent episode nonetheless. Probably one of the weaker ones so far out of the 5. Not the greatest one. Kaylee didn't have much to do. Inara didn't have much to do. it was sort of driven by, you know, Shepard shooting, but it was, like I said, more character development in terms of Simon, River, Shepard as well, even, you know, how easy they were able to get on and off with the Alliance. You know, the Alliance came on and it seemed like there was going to be trouble, but as soon as they scanned Shepard's ident card, no dramas, no dramas. He got dealt with, bang, straight away, in and out. But that was really interesting. So yeah, I'm interested to discover more about the world as well. Some decent world building as well with another planet this episode, old western town. Again, lot of Southern California. Was it Southern California? You guys said last episode in the comment sections. Be prepared to see a lot of that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this show so far. But yeah, one of the weak episodes this season, but I still enjoyed it. Cannot wait to see as well how the season develops as we go on, like I said before. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.